Good morning, fam. I just wanted to come to you and talk about this global food crisis that is pretty much inevitable. Before we begin, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here. I know you've seen everything that's going on in the grocery stores and in other shopping centers around the country. But we need to pay attention to what is happening around the world. Global food crisis. The world is entering a new era of global food crisis where rising food prices, poverty, starvation, and food survival will become the new normal. Most worry about it and others speculate. These three words are starting to cause alarm in many parts of the world. No longer is the term food crisis reserved for the underdeveloped nations of the world, where millions live in poverty and face starvation every day. Food crisis is now a phrase heard in developed countries of Europe and even more surprisingly, the United States. One problem is that impoverished people struggle to feed themselves using outdated agricultural systems that have outlived their usefulness. These outdated methods just can't keep up with the demands of the world that grows more every day by 250,000 people. Another is the change in climate that is threatening once stable areas of the world with changes not seen since the period before the last ice age 300,000 years ago. We will see poverty and starvation that may last a century or more. As recently as 2008, 25 countries experienced riots in the streets over a steep increase in food prices. And y'all, you see where we are right now with the food prices. Governments were overthrown and millions forced into poverty became refugees. War has replaced peace in many parts of the world, all because of food shortage and higher prices. In July 2012, the world's agricultural supply system was close to collapse, which threatened to drive millions of people into poverty, starve millions more, and spark rioting that may bring down even more governments. And if that wasn't bad enough, officials commented that the world's climate is changing so fast and in such an unpredictable way that a collapse of the global food supply system is inevitable. So guys, ask yourself, if that was in 2012, we are now in 2022. The supply chain has gotten even worse. We need to stock up as much as we can with what we have. So I won't read the entire article, but I will leave the link so that you can read further and really get an understanding of where we are today compared to where we were in 2012. And it was bad in 2012, you guys. All it takes is one disaster, one emergency, and we will be crap out of luck if we did not prepare ahead of time. This is why a lot of people are letting you guys know what's going on in the stores. Things that you can get now at a reasonable price. Those items will be going up if they have not already. And the ones that have already are still rising. So you have time. If your grocery stores are full, take advantage of that. Get a few extra items. Prepare the best you can. The early bird catches the worm. The procrastinator does not.